Get your kids in the bed. Hello, everybody. Your show about to come on. Thank you for tuning in. Are you ready? Let's get it. Drop the beat. It don't matter. Show don't. Let's talk. Let's speak. Ooh, y'all sound good. Ooh, you don't grab that drink. Hey. It's the what? It's so cute. This one you twerk. Hey, I see you over there twerking. I see you over there twerking. Hey, pop it, shake it. Don't stop it, girl. Pop it, shake it. Do you find yourself dancing when the song come on? I find myself dancing. Hey, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
It is Halloween.
It is.
It's Halloween. But I call it Special Treat Day,
She said it's special treat day.
where the kids get special treats.
Special treat.
Did y'all go to trunk or treat?
Wait a minute, trunk or treat. At the church house, we had trunk.
Yeah, I had to go to trunk or treat.
Right.
I barely
We
made it to
did
that.
trunk or treat. Mama done made our bags. They made our baskets.
Oh,
Candy, and that's all you got.
I think I went one time.
You won trick or treat.
I was a high school graduate.
Ooh.
My Aunt B let me wear my cousin Lisa's graduation
Shut
costume.
your mouth and call the law. Honey, Shirley went with that trick or treat, honey.
Nobody was with there, but nobody knew.
You got to pray just to make it today.
But we was out there passing out our treats.
Yo, we had a lot of kids.
Yes, it was good. They still going.
They still going.
It's cold outside. You see, I got
It's
this
cold,
right here.
huh?
I got
Shout out to Duncan.
Okay,
it's
shout out to
cold.
y'all.
Shout out. Ooh, hey, Scorpio. Hey, Shalonda.
Somebody says
who's Butch and who's Queen?
we both butch.
And we both queens. So we just mixed together.
We
That's
mixed
where
up.
The Butch and Queen podcast. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Butch and
Queen podcast. Well, happy Tuesday to
Happy
you.
Tuesday.
Just like we said, it is Halloween.
Yes.
You see, we got our costume on. If you don't know yet, I am Chucky.
You Chucky.
I'm Chucky.
Who am I?
You a ninja.
And she had to tell me who I was.
She's a samurai ninja
She
trained.
got me together. Tiffany got me together.
Because she likes to say she buying stuff and she be busy doing other stuff.
I'm shy.
So I had to buy a costume so she could have a costume.
I'm wrapped up in Jesus. I think I was warmer than anybody else.
Yeah,
outside.
she was warm.
It's cold outside.
But we gonna get started, but this week has been a relaxing week for me.
Oh, hey, it's been relaxing.
Yes, it's been very relaxing in more ways than one.
Yeah.
But how has this week been for you? Look, they still trick or treating.
They still coming.
I don't got nothing for
we gotta cut the light off, and they still coming.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween, honey. We sorry we doing the show, y'all. We sorry. We ain't got no more candy. We passed out 200 bags.
But the last couple of bags we had, the kids overdid the bags.
They overdid the bags.
Because we left the bags out there, so you know how that was gonna go. I told Crystal I'll get up and get the bags.
Honey.
But we're gonna get into this business shout out.
Business shout out.
Well, we didn't have any businesses that wrote in this week, so we're gonna, shout out this business right here.
What you shouting out?
Boom, boom, boom.
Ooh.
Social media geek.
Listen, social media. Well, we always
Geek social media
we
group.
gotta always show love, okay, to our businesses, small businesses. We will always shout you out. But of course, Geek Social Media Group is a compilation of Tiffany and I.
Yes.
We actually work together when she works the most. And she really, really, really helps to, let people know about businesses, working on grants and working on business
brand marketing.
business marketing. Y'all, marketing is the sinker. I'm trying to tell y'all, marketing is the key to businesses. You can be good, wonderful, great, grand, but you have to market. And believe it or not, word of mouth is very essential.
Word of mouth
So
is so.
tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about Geek Social Media Group. We do provide all kinds of services. We have free consultations, so check us out.
Yes.
You know, we do this in real life, okay?
GeekSocialMediaGroup.com.
Yes, check it out. Check it out. So,
All right. Do you got any updates for us?
woo, girl, you gotta have the updates. I ain't got nothing.
You don't got no updates? Well, I know that it has been a lot of people has been talking about the restaurants. So we had a person, a young man, come into town, and it's like the internet, TikTok, Instagram
Everything's going crazy.
went crazy. And I
Yeah.
was like, who
Why
is
is
Keith Lee?
Everybody. Folks saying
So-
Keith Lee for president. I
Keith
just
Lee,
seen my friend
yes.
post it.
But Keith Lee he's a he goes out and he goes to restaurants. He goes to franchises.
Yes.
He goes to non-franchises. So since everybody was talking about Applebee's and all these other places, he has went to some of these. He goes to mom and pops, and he goes to the upscale.
He goes everywhere. Nobody.
So he went to a restaurant. We're going to show one restaurant he went to, and then we're going to talk about it. Here you go.
Try it and rate it 1 through 10. I spent $60. The name of this place is The Dining Experience. It's about 30 minutes from downtown Atlanta. When you pulled up, it was completely empty. From the parking lot to the actual restaurant itself, nobody. Now I want to know, is it the customer service, is it the food, or is it the lack of marketing? In my opinion, if you compare it to the rest of the customer service we've had since we've been in Atlanta, this was pretty good. After I was done with the review, I walked in the restaurant and I got feedback from my family, and I saw it for myself, and my opinion on the customer service changed drastically. I'll explain all of that at the end though. Granted, no calling orders.
Well, I didn't really get into that, but he went to we're going to talk about the two restaurants he went into, which was one was Milk and Honey, which is very popular here. And then he went to the Old Lady Gang. And we know that's Candy's restaurant.
Right.
So when he went to the Milk and Honey restaurant, now everybody know Atlanta restaurants, they be closed for
Listen, Atlanta. Atlanta.
the most craziest
we ain't doing
reason.
Nothing. We ain't doing this.
Yeah.
We don't open till 6 o'clock. We don't open on Mondays. We open
Yeah,
on
they get-
Wednesday.
And then you go next Wednesday, they gonna be open
We moved on Thursday.
Right.
I'm sick of y'all.
So
Sick of it.
people were begging him to come to Atlanta, first of all. So he finally came, and one of the reviews that he did was on Milk and Honey. And the thing with Milk and Honey, it was one of the days that they was closed. And how he does it is he sent his wife or his sister or his mom in first, because they don't recognize them. And they treat them like regular people.
Right.
And then he sees how they treat them.
Correct.
And then he, does something else. So those were two restaurants that kind of treated him a certain way. And then when he said it was him, they try to change it up.
Yes.
And that's the same thing with Old Lady Game. Like, they told him that it was going to be an hour and a half to sit down. They told his mom that. But then when he came in there, they
had a table ready
in 5 minutes. So he asked them what happened in 5 minutes.
He said, "What happened?"
And he left.
So what do you feel about that? Okay, so how do you feel about people, because they have a celebrity or influencer status, you have a different status quo in America. So do you think that's fair? Do you think that's
It's not
right?
fair because we all spend our money the
We
same.
all spending our
Because
money.
it's just that one celebrity and maybe that person's bodyguard eating. And we come in there, they might not eat as much as we do or take things home. Everybody should be treated the same. But
Right,
I just
period.
like the fact that he is big on customer service.
He's huge on customer service.
And I think it was the Milk and Honey guy. I forgot what restaurant owner. He said customer service don't
No, it was a restaurant that people didn't patronize the most.
No, I'm talking about what the man said.
Okay.
He said that customer service don't make a restaurant.
What?
How do you feel about that?
Y'all, please tell me what y'all feel about customer service. Customer service will take your business up or down, okay? The front of the house in a restaurant.
I'm Chucky.
I'm telling you, will take a restaurant to different levels. Hey, Kadeem, welcome to the show.
And I think that's the with African American restaurants. That is the biggest thing with us. We have
Period.
horrible customer service.
So are you labeling it?
I am labeling it. I'm not trying to be, but I've been
From your experience.
from my
Let's say it
experience,
like that.
especially in Atlanta.
'Cause I've been to black-owned businesses that have been phenomenal all the way around.
Well, we went to so we went to a restaurant. I don't know if I want to say the name.
We're not gonna say the name.
We're not gonna say the name because they
It's
just
a new
opened. It's very new.
restaurant. Very new.
But we went to the restaurant and the service was very not when I say service, far as getting food and attention,
tell y'all
was not up to par. But the young man, he knows customer service.
He knows customer service.
So he redeemed himself every time.
He kept redeeming himself, but why you redeeming yourself 4 times? It don't make no sense.
Right.
It don't make no sense.
And it wasn't that crowded,
And
but I
wasn't
feel
nobody. It was people in there, but
But it
the
wasn't
crowd,
crowded to us.
The ratio to waitress ratio
It
was.
was-
Wait a
it
minute,
wasn't
we
that
should have
bad.
been through with these tables and chilling, waiting for them to get
Yeah.
done with their food. So again, the front of the house can take a business up or down. I don't care about the quality of it. So that's why it's always good to have good customer service. Do you think of what plays a part in that is the emotions aside for it?
Yeah.
Like where people are dealing with so much stuff that they don't know how to separate.
Yeah.
If they at work.
they
or
don't. Yeah,
what's the
and then some
situation.
people really don't like their job.
They don't like it.
They don't like it. They
So
don't.
why do we? Let me tell y'all something. Hold on, let's see.
Oh,
So
Shirley
let's say
said-
I attended the Milk and Honey restaurant in Stone Mountain, and service was good for her. That's awesome.
Yeah, but he went to the
He
one
went to another
in
one.
College Park on Main Street.
Bad attitudes, just birthday. This is my biggest thing. And when you're in a service or helping profession,
You have to hold that back.
You have to hold back the attitude.
You
I
got
know
to.
people are horrid sometimes.
Some people are
servers
very
go
horrible.
Through so much to be paid so little. Now
Yes.
I will say that they
Yeah.
go through so much to be paid so little.
I agree with that.
However,
You still got to
listen,
conduct yourself in a certain
you are
way.
at that job. You chose that job, so I would suggest for you to give your all because you don't know who you talking to or dealing with. And
Oh.
when you go to a restaurant, you want to be
Treated that way.
correctly.
You want to be treated correctly.
Right.
And then, for instance, on one of the visits he did in Atlanta, the mom she kept changing what she wanted to do. It was takeout or dine in. And she said she went from takeout to dining in, back to takeout. Then she said, no, I'm a dine in. And the guy was still kept his cool to the point that they enjoyed him so much that the guy tipped Keith Lee tipped $1,000. But then the manager said, can I give it to all the servers?
Split it.
He said, go ahead. But the guy was so good. Like the mom just raved
Yeah, I'm
it,
talking about it.
talking about him that he pulled him outside. And he said, this $1,000, I'm going to sell it to you. Because
it's
just for you.
Don't
And
give
that's
it to
why
nobody.
customer service matters. Like some people can serve you so well and do so much for you that you want to give
You
them
feel
more money.
compelled to tip them on a different level or treat them on a different level. So shout out to Keith Lee
Yeah.
for coming to Atlanta. But guess what? He just exposed the truth.
Yeah, he
Like,
did.
He just told the
And I
truth.
just hope that a lot of restaurants, a lot of these new restaurants that are coming up,
Child.
they're trying to do better far as the customer
No,
service.
but see, my problem is this. Why do we take whatever people give us and you're giving your money? I'm trying to understand.
And that's what
People get mad
that's
at me.
what
I'm
they was
like,
talking.
wait a minute.
That's what they was talking about. Like
I paid my coin for this food. If the food's not right, why are you mad because I'm saying it's not right? Because you, at the end of it all, you still want me to pay for whatever service or product you provided. So,
but sometimes you just don't feel like dealing with the person's
see, that's the
attitude.
problem. So you just gonna
No,
accept
not every
everything.
time. Not every time. Every time you don't accept everything, but it's sometimes where you just be
Lord.
like, you know what, life is hitting me so hard. I really don't want to deal with this person because if they
So
say
you just paid $100.
if they say anything wrong
So you
to
just paid
if they say
$100
anything
to be
wrong
mad.
to me, I'm gonna pop off.
So you spend $100 because the average meal in Atlanta, when you go out to eat to a Milk and Honey, and I don't care if it ain't doing nothing but serving
me
waffles,
tell you something.
you gonna pay $50 or $40 or $60 for 2 people, and that's very little.
Sometimes
that ain't
you
even real.
just don't. Life
And
be
so
life.
you just be like,
Life be
you
life,
just gonna
and you be
take
like,
that? You work hard for your money, so you
I
want
do.
your food to be right.
I do, but sometimes I work hard for my sanity too. And
Child.
life be life,
And y'all be
and
just going to
sometimes
these places
I be like walking.
and be
No,
miserable, and then so y'all can post on social media that you went to Milk and Honey. Come
no,
on.
I won't go there no more.
Let's stop it.
I be like, I had a horrible
Stop it.
time. Peace out. If I went to Fogo de Chao and I had a horrible time, I had a horrible time. I
Shout
won't
out
be
to
there.
Milk and Honey. We love Milk and Honey. Okay, so we ain't had no problem with Milk and Honey. But
Yeah, I
I'm
never
just
been.
saying,
I don't think.
haven't-
I think we went a long time
yeah,
ago.
But we ain't had no
And
problem.
we went to the one on College Park.
Yeah, we
But
ain't
that's
had no
when they
problem.
first started, though.
See, it's always good when it's brand new. But shout out to Keith Lee. Y'all beating him up, man. He just was doing what we do,
Yeah.
give our opinion.
And I
That's
think
it.
every place, every store should have a Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Even retail stores, you should have somebody come, especially if you have employees.
Right.
Because you need people to check. Because employees will mess your company up.
I'm telling you, front of the house will knock you down. I'm trying to
And
tell
it
you.
will mess your company up. So I
Right.
feel like if you have a restaurant, you have a retail store, you have anything, you have employees and you are watching, because that's our demographic.
Yes.
You need to always check on that customer service. Just like with I do customer service as far as with the technical support. They check on us.
Mm-hmm.
They make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do. They make sure quality, and I get hundreds every time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, they check on it to make sure that keep people happy. Because
Right.
if you keeping the people don't understand the low people, which is I want to say the low because they're the high. But like Crystal said, the front of the business,
Yes.
that is what keeps you.
Right, that's the most important. But you know what that means? In order to keep the front of your house together, you got to keep the morale together.
Yeah.
Owners, business owners, people. Listen, if you are the superior and you're leading people, you got to have a certain tone too. Because guess what? Your tone
Sets the tone.
Sets the tone
For that
of how
place.
the house is gonna be. Because if you rude, but you talking to people in the kind of way, but you think they're supposed to be there for a
Yeah.
check. Come on now, listen.
Them people be stealing from you.
Man,
They
I'm
be
telling
doing
you,
all
you
types
gotta,
of
you
stuff.
gotta really think about
Because
these
they
things.
feel like they don't owe you
I
nothing.
think you should treat your people in a certain level
Yes.
that you want to be treated, and I promise you,
They-
they will reciprocate by
And
making
they'll
sure
treat your business like
it
it's
was
their
theirs.
business.
I'm
Yes,
telling you,
I'm
trying
telling
to tell you. Let's go, honey. Keith Lee, it's all right. Do your thing.
Girl, we're gonna get in this next tea. This is something that dropped. It's something people already knew. But it came out and everybody like,
Come
oh.
on, girl.
So I
Come
just
on.
wanted, because we need to talk about it
Let's
a little
talk
bit.
about it. Let's get it out your body, honey. Let's get it out.
On how I want to speak about this situation while also giving y'all the facts and just telling y'all what I think about it. So Dwight Howard, famous basketball player, known as an NBA legend, honestly, truly, got in trouble messing around with a young boy, got too aggressive, brought the trans girl in. It just was a whole mess. I'm explaining that story, but I'm explaining my thoughts on it. Let's talk about it. Now, let me explain the Dwight Howard situation real quick before we get to the root of the situation. So, Dwight Howard, known in the basketball world as a legend, like I said, he has been known for years. According to my husband's best friend, this has been going on for years. They always coming out with some gay situation behind Dwight Howard. Now, what was troubling to me is they were saying in the past that the players that he's played with said that he be diddling their parts, that he grabs their butts, he grabs their junk. He's very inappropriate with them. So already, that's a red flag that Dwight Howard cannot control his behavior in any situation because sure, you're at work. If this was a job, they would have called HR on you and they would have been telling you to take off your headphones, okay? Because grabbing people's body parts, I don't even care if you're in an athletic situation where the body parts are loose, unacceptable. You don't touch people.
All right. So she went on. I had to stop. She was just going on and on about that. But I agree with her to a certain point.
So Dwight Howard,
So Dwight Howard,
allegedly,
this is alleged, because the case is still going on. But the young man said he went over to the house, and then he brings out this transgender. You had to see the description. I'm not going to describe her because I'm trying to go to heaven. But he had this transgender come out,
Uh-huh.
and he was like,
He
I'm
wasn't
not,
with it.
I ain't with that.
He wasn't
But
with
it
it.
was, kind of a forceful situation. That's how we're gonna leave it. But I feel like this. This is my thing, because everybody's like, oh. Now the situation, if it happened, because it's all alleged,
All alleged.
it's horrible. But I feel like we need to take that stigmatism off of people being that way, so they can be that way in their own mind, and they don't have to hide it. You understand what I'm saying? Because now it's like people were trolling
Man.
Dwight Howard, and it got to the point where you like, okay, now get off the man's back.
Honey, the world is going to be that forever. I'm sorry.
We
As
can't-
long as
we
you
can't-
have
we can't-
homophobia,
we can't
as long
change
as you
diversity and
have-
inclusion.
Baby, we can have all of the diversity trainings and all the inclusion trainings and how to treat people from all cultures. We can do all of that good stuff. But at the end of it all, it's going to be based on environment, how people were raised, how people then take the information and how they depict it in their everyday lives. Again, yes, I believe that people can evolve, but in actuality, do you ever think homophobia or all of the things associated with it, discrimination has been, segregation is desired by many people right now, and guess what? Listen, I'm just being real. Like, we have so much hate.
Because
period.
it's crazy. I think it's crazy because a lot of people felt like segregation or even racism had ended. Because black people were making strides, we were going businesses and stuff
I'm
like
sick
that.
of it.
But when Trump came, and this is my opinion, I'm saying this first before
Go
I
ahead.
say what I said. When Trump came, he agitated it, racism.
Okay.
His whole political, I don't want to say whole, but let's say 98% of it was based off of agitating different races, bias attitudes about the Mexican, Latino race, the black race,
Japanese,
Chinese. He
Asian
brought
community.
everything out to the point where it's like the person you was sitting by that you thought was your homie from another race, and they was agreeing with him, and you was like, so is that how you feel about me,
But
Susie?
but see, that's the thing. I really think that we allow people to influence us too much. But we got to know that is a part of life. That's part of the life cycle. That's part of life development. We are influenced by our environment, people, places, and things. I keep telling America that. And because we are influenced by those things, guess what? The thing about influence is that it's still a choice ultimately at the
it's a
end of the
choice.
day. A lot of people, when children are born, they literally have no fear. Okay?
Or no
have
opinion
no-
of
no-
anything.
No disrespect of persons.
Right.
And that's the beauty of being a child. It's just, I'm just being a child.
Yeah.
But then they develop the understanding of difference. And so that's where the biggest key and pivotal part of this is, because that's a part of how they normally are set up mechanically to think, right?
Right.
So my biggest issue is, what do we do when this stuff ain't going nowhere? It's actually heightening. Like, it's like, I don't like the fact that it's commercialized like it is.
Yeah.
But what do we do with that? Like, you can only encourage people to not hate. You cannot make them not hate.
But
It will always
I
be
feel
here.
like this. This is what I feel. When I have taken a lot of diversity and inclusion classes.
Welcome, Raquel.
And I'm not talking about the minimum classes that you take when you get a new job and they teach you certain things. But I got unconscious bias. I think that is a beautiful class, and I feel like they should teach that in high school.
Right.
Because everybody has an unconscious bias where you see something. They an example I'll give real quick. They had an old lady walking, and it was a young man outside, and the old lady was walking by.
Yes.
And you had to pick which one you thought was the criminal.
Wow.
Now the young man happened to be a black young man. He had on baggy clothes.
Right.
And then the old lady was the older lady, dressed very well. So who you gonna pick? You gonna pick I'm just gonna say, I picked the black man.
Looks most aggressive.
You gonna pick the black man. Even as a black woman, I was looking towards the black man.
Wow. That's deep.
That is deep because it's an unconscious. You unconsciously do it because it has been instilled in us through TV, through radio, through our parents, through
Right.
everything that we do.
Everything.
It has been instilled in us.
Right.
That is what it was, and then they had switched it. The black guy nobody was a criminal. The older lady was something, and then the black guy was like a software engineer.
It's crazy.
He was new to the
we are
neighborhood.
very stereotypical. So that's why I feel like we need to be able to express who we are.
Yes.
But we also have to respect that people ain't gonna like everything you do. Like, stop worrying
About what somebody think about you.
People think about you. Raquel said we learn to respect one another even in our differences. That is everything, Raquel.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, because the problem with us is that we're so accustomed to our cookie box. We're so accustomed to what
You
that
get it,
looks
shut up.
like that we need to make sure that we understand that, hey, everybody's different and we have to respect that difference. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the biggest parts of it. So we need to try our best to just strive for excellence and love people for who they are. You do not have to sit here and be unrealistic about the fact that you have a right to believe how you believe. However, you also have to use your 1 + 1 = 2 as well. To be like, wait a minute, you know, I cannot or should not judge the next person, but we unconsciously, like Tip said, unconsciously do that. So it's important, guys. We got to get way, way better with that. We got to change that narrative, and we also have to continue to believe that change can happen. Even if you were taught to be these different ways, we have to identify the fact that change is possible, but you have to also be real with yourself in knowing that change is not inevitable. It's not like everybody's going to change. So, y'all, we got to stop all this. We got to stop it.
When y'all gonna stop
When y'all
having
stop it?
trick or treating? It's 9
They
o'clock.
trick or treat, smell your feet. Give me something.
It's 9
good to eat.
o'clock. Nah, this one.
Yeah, so that's really what it is. It's really one of those things that we can't get rid of.
I mean,
So
you
stop
can't get rid of.
trying. Just live your life. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, you do have to learn
Stop
how
wor-
to.
But it's hard.
But it's
though.
hard not to
when
worry
people-
about what
people are at
people
you.
think about you, especially your family members or a close friend or your significant other. You are concerned about how they feel.
Right.
But I feel like people should have some type of concern, but not to the point where you hinder yourself.
Right.
But we're gonna move
We
on.
gotta move on from that.
And we're gonna
That's
go
heavy.
into this next-
That's heavy.
Cause you know what? This kind of leads it to what somebody think about you.
Listen,
Your significant
let's check it
other.
out. Let's check it out.
I'm telling you, that's fucked up.
Wait, no, calm. But you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not fucked up, and
you mean it's
we're
not
going
fucked
to.
up?
Okay, look. So, I
It's
have an
disrespectful, first
OnlyFans
of all.
page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad I'm just finding
But
out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself,
It
so
don't
why should I have to
matter.
tell you
It
my
don't
choice, my
matter.
body,
If
my
I'm your
body, my
lover, if
fucking
I'm your lover, I'm
choice?
your partner. You're supposed to come to me and talk to
Joe,
me.
I've
about
been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You not giving me none, so I created one.
it. That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no
You knew
solution.
who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
Before,
Before we met, yeah, I
and
knew
I
that.
thought that I would never have to go
man,
back
get
to
out of
anything
here.
like
I knew
this
that
again.
beforehand,
But
but not,
unfortunately,
no.
that's not the case
'Cause after
right
that,
now.
after that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously it
Everything.
hasn't.
No, it had to. I had
Obviously
to do
it
something.
hasn't. You stood out there showing your body. You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the
Man,
fuck?
come on, Keish, with that. It don't matter what they breaking you off.
All right. So
What do y'all think about
that was deep. Okay.
What do you think about that?
So that lady right there is married to Joe Smith, who is he used to play for the Golden State Warriors. He's an NBA player. Now we don't know their financial situation, but he found out that his wife, which is an ex porn star,
Wait, tell it. Why'd you stop?
because you got to roll with that tea and let that sink in.
She was trying to
So
shout there.
she had gave up on her job.
She let that job go.
And when she married her man, she went through other avenues. But as you can see,
What pays the most?
what pays the most is what she did. And she says, I'm not disrespecting you because I'm doing it by myself. So how do y'all feel about that?
How do you feel if your significant other left this world and then went back to it because it was helping to keep the household steady? What do y'all believe? Come on, Butcher Cool. Y'all gotta talk to me
Shalonda
about this.
Edwards said they having financial problems.
Listen,
Allegedly. We don't know, but that's what us African Americans
I'm just
allegedly
saying,
think
the
when we
young
hear that.
lady,
But she's respectful.
She respectful though.
She respect her man because at the end of the day, she still didn't throw him under the bus.
She didn't dog him out.
But
Well, she did a little bit by recording it and it getting out. Now,
Right, but
that
she
wasn't right.
she tried to move.
No. She shouldn't have been recording in the first.
She recorded
That
because she
should have
knew
been an in-house
she-
conversation. She shouldn't have done that. Nah, she shouldn't have did that. Young
She
lady.
recorded it because she knew it was gonna go viral. She could get some money from it.
But she was
Collect
already
them coins,
getting
boy.
OnlyFans coins. She getting her coins. So what do you do when you find out your mate, your partner, your significant other actually is doing something that you may not agree with?
On OnlyFans.
It don't have to be OnlyFans. It could be any kind of profession that you may be doing.
Oh, they done went back to the pole.
And listen, what would you do
Call me
if
honeycomb.
they came and told you this is their source of income to help? What would you do?
I mean, first of all, I don't know where he thought that money was coming from. Because OnlyFans,
She got multiple businesses.
but
You can't know. You don't know unless you in them papers.
I guess I'm nosy. Cause what happened? What you do? What's going on? And then when is she doing this? When he leave home? Cause
Oh
why
my
you
God.
don't know when she doing it?
Baby.
I mean, let's talk about
Let's
it.
talk about it.
But I feel like he didn't care until he found out what it was.
Well, listen, she said that she was by herself in that moment. She was doing it herself. She's not including anybody else in her exposés.
Raquel,
per
keep
se.
that roof over your
And so
head, boo.
it's one of those
Is that another
situations
child?
that y'all, this doorbell keep ringing.
It's not. Halloween
It's
over.
one of those things that maybe, hey, this is my boo. This is somebody that I love, and so I'm gonna do whatever I gotta do to make sure we keep the roof over our head. Do you knock her for doing it? That's all I'm saying. Is that a problem? Does that make you angry? Tip, would you be angry?
If you didn't tell me, I would be upset. And so I see why he was upset. Now, would I make a whole big ordeal about it? Like you're a bit embarrassing me or disrespecting me? I wouldn't do that. Because I'm spending the money.
Right.
So, and then you're helping, but I would talk to you if I have a issue with it. Depending on what you're doing, depending on how I find out though.
Right.
Cause if you sitting around and your homeboy's talking about, man, oh man, I just described to you. But my thing is,
Get what I just saying, tell.
but he knew, like she said, he knew when he married her, and she has videos out there, so they already was looking at her.
What? She might have made a vow to him to stop that license. I'm just thinking about how angry he was. Now he was still a calm. Now I like that kind of angry. He was still a calm.
Raquel said, "Childistic, don't make that kind of money."
Baby, I'm trying to tell you on it.
Cause
it don't make that kind of
that's what I'm
noise.
saying. Cause if I'll be like, well, nah, come on now, this is some bread coming through.
Correct.
So what is really going on? What is really going on? I mean, what y'all think? Shalana said sis was cute. Yeah, she looked good for her age. But I feel for him to come at her and be like, kind of question, why are you doing it? He knows why. Like, why that woman's a hustler. She been a hustler, and she taking care of the roof over her head. Now, if you have a problem, you want it to stop, I feel like you should say a little bit more than that. We need to talk about this. But yeah, she is wrong for recording him, and I don't know if she let it leak on the internet.
Honey, Tip, I'm just saying, I don't have no problem
But
I'm just saying, I can't. The lady trying to keep us afloat.
she trying to
So
keep that
she
roof
trying to
over her
keep
head.
that roof over your head.
Cause their
What
house
is
looked
you
like
mad
it was
about?
a decent sized
I
room.
ain't
They
worry about the wrong part. If
They
somebody
walked up a lot of
no.
steps.
But honestly, if somebody love you so much so that they'll go back into the world that they used to be in.
Cause she
to
said
make
she
sure we
never
eating,
thought she would have to go
to
back.
make sure we eating. What is you mad about?
It seemed like she was about to come to tears too when she said that.
Right. You think that lady want to be on OnlyFans? No. So she is doing what she got to do to maintain her household. No, she was wrong for not telling him at the onset.
Yeah.
But guess what? She making sure you still got food in your mouth.
I'm
She
she
just
said
saying.
age discrimination. I ain't discriminating.
I'm just saying, do what you do. But at the
She's
end
still
of the day,
working. She's still
you
making
have
that
to-
money.
You have to also consider what she is now sacrificing. She's sacrificing things that she thought she was done with to come and help this household.
Shorty said her OnlyFans up 100K.
What you trying to say? I'm just saying what I'm saying. Y'all better go on, honey. Lady, make that money. Don't let him make it. And if he don't want to deal with it, hey, baby, you know what to do.
Sometimes
I'm just
I don't
saying,
know.
No, because she was willing to go back into
She
a world
loved
that
him.
she thought she was done with.
She
So that's
loved
called love to me. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can say
She gotta chase
because
her
of
man.
the choice or the genre of activity she's doing on OnlyFans, y'all don't like it. But that lady decided she knew what worked for her. To get them coins for her and her man. See, y'all ain't seeing that part. She did that for her house. Was it the best thing to do?
I don't know.
But
Who am I to judge?
Who am I to judge? Ma'am, get your paper, honey.
Hey.
If he don't want it, tell him listen.
Cause your OnlyFans is 100K.
Baby, if he don't want them coins, I know a couple that will take it, okay? All right, I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
Let's go to this next one. Y'all
Yo,
go.
these kids love.
And what if he's getting to know you?
Yes.
Then what?
If you get to know me, don't even know Applebee's then.
Because
In
Applebee's
New York,
says what? What does Applebee's say about
to
you?
me, it seems like you weren't trying to be creative and think of a nice spot other than Applebee's. You're taking to a chain restaurant.
But so you don't eat at chain restaurant?
On a first date.
Hold on.
On
Oh, we need a
first
whole
date.
nother segment, guys. Okay, you need to get my first book called Relationship Goals. And you got to rip up your list because Applebee's.
Hey! I'm 32 years old. Why are we still going? We're not in college no more.
But you're still single.
Okay.
So what I'm saying to you is, there may be. I'm just saying. No. I'm just saying to you is, what I'm saying to you is, maybe what you're looking for is at Applebee's. Because usually the greatest things are in packages you didn't want. Like I just want you to say if I'm just telling you. Like if at the end of the day, like it was. Hold on. What if he's responsible? And
That's
what if
great.
he's getting to know you?
Yes.
Then
If
what?
you get to know me, don't even know Applebee's then.
Because
In
Applebee's
New York,
says what? What does Applebee's say
to
about you?
me.
Ooh, so Applebee's. Y'all, the biggest argument right now is everybody having an issue. Everybody's talking about Applebee's, these franchise restaurants. I need y'all to chime in. If you are literally in a situation where you are at an Applebee's, baby, what do y'all say? Somebody said you gotta crawl before you walk. Somebody said that everybody has their own special formula about this situation. I need the Butcher Queen crew to talk to me about this issue with Applebee's and going to these restaurants. What is the issue? Child, let me see. I have no idea. I don't get it. Why y'all too good now to go to these places? I want to understand.
But I feel like he said the right thing because he said y'all discriminate against these places, but that's where your man might be. You might be missing out the one for you because you don't want to go to Applebee's.
Listen.
I feel like people, you have this discrimination for what? And then we done found out from Keith Lee, some of y'all going to these nice restaurants, y'all not getting no good customer service.
Y'all ain't getting no service. Y'all paid $250 and your tab was there at the end, and you got stuff you
When
didn't
you
even
can
want.
get a 2 for
You
$20.
can get a 2 for $20.
Let me see what
2 for
Applebee's
$25.
got right now.
Baby, you can get you some margaritas, honey. You can get all kinds of stuff. So again, when did we ever get to this place where we feel like things are beneath us? Help me understand.
Because I
that.
feel like as long as it's a place where it's a like both of you guys are able to sit and talk and communicate, that is a dating place. Like they had Dave and Buster's.
Yeah.
That's a franchise, but everybody know that's a date spot.
But why is that? Why do
But now they
we,
say-
Tiffany, if somebody is going to break bread with you, this is the part that kills me. If somebody's willing to go out and break bread with you, why is it a issue where they take you?
I don't understand that. I can't fathom that.
Why
Anytime
is it an
somebody,
issue, Tip?
anybody who takes the time out to feed you, because a lot of you females who say y'all want to go somewhere,
Can you take
no.
them?
Listen to
Go
what I'm about to
ahead,
say.
go ahead,
A
go.
lot of these females saying they want somebody to take them somewhere special ain't even going out.
What?
Do y'all Netflix and chilling?
Child, let me tell you something. The
Then,
issue
then you, when
happens-
you get to go on a date, you talking about you don't do this. But baby, you did a Netflix and chill last week. So, and they didn't spend no money on you. That's why I don't understand.
I'm so lost on when did these things become so much of a priority that we can't really enjoy just spending time with somebody wherever we're eating at. If we at Burger King or if we are at Ruth Chris, if we at J. Alexander's. What is the
It's
issue?
two. They got the 2 for $25,
Why
y'all.
was she over here looking up, y'all? She over here looking up the menu at Applebee's. At the
So
end
you
of the
get
day-
2 entrees and 1 appetizer. See, they done got a little cheap though. But I take it. I take that appetizer.
But why do we do that? Why? What is the issue? Why are we in a place that is we're too good for certain
Let me
establishments?
see. Are these people taking themselves on date as an expensive, exclusive
Hey,
restaurant?
Tanya, welcome.
You know what? That's true. Now if you're
And
taking
come
yourself
now,
on
that's
date,
the question.
now I can understand that. If you take yourself,
You took the words out of my mouth.
I get it. I get it.
She said yes. Can she take him out? Would she pay? Now those are let me tell you, Raquel. Them is pertinent questions here. I feel like okay, you talking all this yank about how you too fabulous to go to these restaurants.
That's true.
Please help me understand.
Can you
Are
take that person on
willing
the
to
same
take them out?
on the same date?
Because I believe in if you leveling up like that, listen. Why can't I take you on?
But you know what? Sometimes when you take people out of date, I ask people now, y'all, you drink? Because sometimes when you take people out and they drink, that bill be a lot.
Girl, you're so stupid. I'm just saying, at the end of the day,
I want
feel like
non-drinker.
We need to really stop being so judgmental.
And then y'all go to
Do you know how
these
many people
expensive
is
restaurants.
hungry in the world?
Yeah, but some people, they go to the expensive restaurants. They don't even know what they eat.
Not even that, child. You'll go to the restaurant and the portion about this big, and you pay about.
What was that we went
Girl, we
to?
ain't gonna say.
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
We went to this really nice upscale. Now the experience, everything. That plate, baby. Listen.
Don't go there if you hungry.
Baby, you better go out there. You better go to get.
But
some
we
groceries.
actually went for the experience
We went for the
because
experience?
I went before in Houston, so I kind of already
We
knew.
went for the experience, but baby, let me tell you something. If you hungry,
But I was
it's
I was
some
still a little
places-
upset.
Don't.
I had got a
You better go get you a
wonton
chicken
taco.
dinner.
It was a
before you
taco.
go, and you just gonna get a
It was
little
this big.
taco. And be-
$20
I'm trying
appetizer.
to tell you, and you get one, not multiple.
No, it was 2 little
Was it
wonton. 2 little wontons.
Baby, they
Don't
gotta
do them
be
like
stopped.
that.
They gotta be stopped. So you just paying for the experience.
Then
baby.
I asked her, you know how you try to be nice because it was supposed to be like a little date. I said, oh, you want some of the appetizer praying? She said no. She gonna say, yeah, let me taste.
Yeah.
Girl, there's only 2 of them. I was kind of upset about having to share that with her.
Let me tell you who ain't cheap. Let me tell you who is not cheap, Sonya. This one right here. She like what she like and she do what she do.
Uh-huh.
So no,
'Cause
Me,
if it's
I'm the cheap one.
If
I
it's
ain't
a
the
nice
cheap one.
place, I feel like,
I
we
wouldn't
can
say
go
I'm
to a nice
cheap,
place.
I'm frugal.
I'll go to Applebee's one week and I go to somewhere else the next. Fogo de Chao the next.
Yeah, she's
And Fogo
she
de
doesn't
Chao is a
discriminate.
franchise. I don't discriminate at
No,
all.
I feel like
I
if
just want to
somebody's
eat.
but honestly, seriously, if somebody's willing to do something for you, everybody,
That's a nice
that's
gesture.
a gesture. Like, come on.
Going on a
stop.
date to eat or
Listen,
anywhere is a gesture.
anywhere. If anybody invites you to do something, and they're treating,
I love
you
Applebee's,
should be
Sonya.
able to pump your brakes, sacrifice a little. You might not get everything you want, but sacrifice a little because somebody considered you and invited you out to a lovely evening. Consider that and just enjoy the evening, okay?
And you know what, Sonya? I'm not being cheap. You know, I would go to Applebee's, especially when I was single, and I didn't cook like that.
Mm-hmm.
A 2 for $25, that's 2 days.
Yes.
So that's 2 meals for me, and I only paid, $12. So that was my thing.
It was a vibe.
And then sometimes, you could split that up, and that might be the whole
you
week.
See how she helping y'all?
And then get a noodle in between.
She gotta be stopped. D. Scorpio said nowadays people have 5-star dreams with McDonald's pockets, but want to act high and mighty. Hey, baby, if you ain't never spoke a word,
What that man said, champagne taste, a beer bottle,
and
a beer budget.
baby. Champagne taste on a beer budget, honey. We gotta get it together. Stop being so judgmental, because that might be the person, the love of your life, that can give you everything in this world plus more.
And that's what's wrong with us anyway, far as when we say, oh, we only like this place, because we spend all our money on frivolous things. And I feel like when people do their budget, and I've done my budget because I'm very frivolous with my money, the most people spend on, it's always food. And it'd be so crazy because you think, oh, I'm going to Starbucks, you go to Starbucks every day and you spend $6 on your coffee. You add that up.
Baby, don't get more than the towel, honey.
You done spend you cut a lot just going to Starbucks once a week. And maybe getting the little Starbucks things that from home, you save so much money.
But honestly, it ain't even about the saving part.
But I'm just saying that's a part. Like we have to, people are, like he said, we're living above our means and we don't have to.
Let me tell you something. My daddy always taught me that.
You do got to treat yourself.
You're supposed to treat I don't care what job you
but that's
work,
somebody else's
McDonald's
pockets you
or
depending
if
on.
you're in a whole different level of corporate. Y'all, treat yourself. If you can't buy yourself nothing but a hamburger, you worked hard, treat yourself, okay? And live your life. But let's not be so judgmental. If somebody willing to take you somewhere and not asking nothing of you, put a smile on your face and make that thing happen.
Raquel said, but if I take my time and money to cook for you, that's worth much more.
Let me tell you, priceless. Now, if somebody cook for you.
Oh, babe.
Baby.
And it tastes good.
Yes.
Not that it cooked for you and it went right.
My best friend, I be like, girl, I don't want that. I do be picking on her, but she's a chef. She's awesome, right? And I be picking on her, but that ain't my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That doesn't make me bad. It's just not my thing.
But that's right.
Yeah. So if somebody have
some that go on a date to drink only.
Yes, they do.
But the way them drinks add up,
baby, these drinks.
Now, Kurt. Now you don't gotta go to no Burger King.
You ain't gotta go to Burger King, girl. But if you go on, but
some people like Whoppers.
Listen, we used to eat Whoppers, so that might be cute. Whatever is your thing, be okay with it. It doesn't have to have a high price value to be priceless. You get it?
Right.
You need to get that.
And that doesn't quote your pockets because you're eating somewhere expensive.
Okay, and that do, baby. Anybody can go out to eat one good time. But baby, listen, if I gotta pay a light bill, baby, the light bill is getting paid, and we're going to eat ramen noodles 7 different ways. I'm just trying to say what I'm saying.
So we're gonna talk about this. This right here,
y'all. It's gonna get serious.
I want y'all to listen to this, and y'all gotta tell us. Y'all
gotta help us. Y'all gotta listen effectively with this one.
Make $100K, how much do you want your man to make?
If I'm currently making $100K, I would assume that I would meet someone in the same bracket, so he'd probably make $100K, the same or more. One, we do live in modern society. Women do work, men do work. I'm not gonna sit home and not do anything. Hypergamy is also still very much a thing, so you're always gonna date someone in the same bracket or someone that makes more. It's between the two.
Would you be open to dating a guy if he was making like $55K?
It wouldn't make sense for me to date down, personally, just because if a guy wants to lead a relationship, how is he leading it if he's making less?
So it's all about money when it comes on to the ability to lead?
For a man to lead in general, the money helps you lead in a lot of ways, responsibilities and goals in a relationship. If it's just money, you're not making any money, what are you doing that's leading as a man? How can you treat me good if you're not making enough money to feel like a man?
Isn't that subjective though?
Why do you say that?
a man could be totally comfortable making $35K at Walmart, wherever the
There's
shit's.
nothing wrong with that. I think that's fine, but also date a girl who works at Walmart who makes the same amount or less. Why would you date someone whose taste is like caviar? That's gonna ruin your ego as a man.
Woo! Well. Now, this subject matter, sis was on it. You hear me? But he was too. Okay? So,
But she
we got
answered
to
every
hear
question
from
like it was
you.
supposed to
She
be answered.
every
Shout out
question.
to her.
Shout out to Miss Lady. She answered
She
every question effectively. So again, let's think about this thing. You are in AR dating, and you're in a scenario where the question was if the person,
If you make he asked the lady, if you make $100K,
yes,
what bracket would you want to date in? And she said $100K or more.
Right.
And he said, so you're concerned about the money? And she was like, no, I want to date a man that's because I want to still work, but I still want to date a man that's going to lead me. How are you going to lead me if you feel like less of a man?
Because of what you make.
Now, there is some men that can date somebody that makes $100K and still feel like a man. There's some out there. But there's few, I'm sorry to tell you, because I've seen a lot of men, but it's few and far in between.
Baby.
Because that is a very touchy subject when a man is dating someone.
Anybody's dating someone.
When a man.
Yeah.
Especially a man. I know with anybody they feel it they feel it's kind of inadequate.
Yeah.
But a man, when they're dating someone and they make less. I was like, that's what it is.
Come on, y'all.
That
Somebody
is,
gotta
I was
say
like, ding. That's what it is.
Okay. Raquel said yes, evenly yoked. Oh.
Now, okay. So
Okay. So
put a word to it.
Okay, we putting a word to it.
No, like a word.
Okay, so
evenly. Yes, I see
evenly
it.
yoked. So that means that if I'm dating you, you have to make what I make or above in order for the respect levels, the egos.
It's not
and
for
all that.
everybody. See, you're trying to put it across the board.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are, because you're saying everybody.
Because whoever's dominant in the situation, whether it's heterosexual, any of those worlds, whoever is considered the most dominant has issues sometimes as it relates to a financial place or where they stand in a relationship,
But
especially
why?
when they're dating.
But you know why, though?
Why is it?
Because they think money runs the relationship.
Exactly. But come on, hear me good and hear me well. Hear what the young lady was saying.
It does in a certain way.
Money is pivotal. Why? Because people think they measure things based on money. Y'all can say what you want. You can say, oh, it's just love. Oh, my baby.
But it is. Even a relationship.
Is work. And work is what? Productivity. And productivity what? Has accountability. And then with accountability, it equals what? I'm trying to tell you.
Coin.
So at the end of the day, when you are dating somebody, you are expecting a certain caliber and certain standards when you are dating or going into the next level with somebody. So with that being said, what do you do with that? When the lady's saying, okay, if I date you and I make $100K and you make 50, guess what? There's a tug of war naturally that's going to happen because I'm already meeting this certain level of coin and you are not. So you're going to always have some type of issue, which is again an assumption because that doesn't happen in every household, but there's an issue with the balance of the house based on the financial position people are in.
Berth said a man don't want a woman to make more money.
Come on, y'all. Do y'all believe that?
I think so.
I think that's true.
I think it's a lot.
I think it's truth to that. Women, I'm telling you, women are starting to reach these or trying because we're way behind the curve.
I feel like even with and this goes through races, not racist, but racial. It goes across the board. Asian, Caucasian, minorities. Men, period, want to make more money to the point. Because let's think about it. I'm taking HR classes. We have a law where women there's a lot of women who do the same job as men,
Mm-hmm.
and even more, and they make less.
And they make less.
Why is that? Why is it set up? Why we had to make a law to make sure
That is fair across the board.
that it's fair across the board? Because men want to make more money than women.
They want to dominate. But in this world, in the changing society that we are in, how is that one of the... That can no longer be the thing. But it is.
It is the thing. Still to this day.
But so here we go. So Raquel said, I'm a realtor. When that 35K man has to put up to that lady, has to put up money to that lady's 100K, he may feel intimidated. Absolutely. If he know I'm crushing you in 6 figures, baby, he's going to feel away in the household. Let me tell you something.
That's a whole nother level of intimidation.
That's
money.
a whole nother level. So can you handle a chick having
more money than you?
Caviar level, let's call it caviar, and you making Captain D's money.
Right.
I'm just saying, can you handle that? Because some women will date a guy.
But women, I feel like women can handle it more because how they go up to the money or compete with the money is the things that they do on the outside. They understand that. Okay, yeah, you might go to this one job, but I keep this household together.
I keep this household together.
But see, women understand that.
But
some women don't, because they compare with money too.
Tell you something.
Some women don't.
People can say whatever they want to say. At the end of the day, you want somebody that can match your fly.
Right.
You can say what you want.
But some people can match your fly, because I seen a couple. The man didn't work. The woman did.
Okay.
He stayed at home.
Stay at home dad.
He was a stay at home dad.
Okay.
But when I say he kept that house together, far as financially, just the house
So he
was
made sure
immaculate.
her money was together.
Her money was
He made
together.
sure her money was together.
put in certain places that the grass was cut, the children were taken care of, they dressed
So
well.
how do you guys feel? Because again, in most worlds, that's not realistic.
Yeah, it's
the
not
man
realistic.
Is not the mommy
But
at the house.
But I think that's just society as a period, just like what you said before.
Correct.
It's a society thing because even women now are getting to the point. That's why I don't want to be at Cheesecake. What? That's because they're looking at the other side. They're crossing over.
If they're crossing over and they have this arrogance, for lack of better words, what my issue is money. If money matches, and I say this all the time, if both people in the household are making either right almost identical amounts of money, the argument in that house will not be money. Unless somebody is frivolously using it, I bet you $2.50 that money won't be the argument. It'll be something else they fussing about in that household. There'll be something that's challenged.
So what are you saying? There's a stem to that type of mindset?
I'm saying
that to the point where if they get the money, they're still going to be upset about
if we got money matching, again, money will not be the conversation because the household is being maintained. Unless somebody is doing a little bit more things that are negligent with the money will not be the conversation. The conversation will be nothing but raw, authentic, relational issues, and I can put $2 on that because it won't be where a tug of war as relates to how money flows through the household unless somebody is mismanaging it. And that's just how it goes.
We're gonna go to these comments. D Scorpio said men in general don't want anyone to make more money.
Come on, facts, D Scorpio.
Raquel said, go ahead.
Unless you agree to put all the money in one pot, it becomes our money. See, come on. So, Raquel, you better talk, Raquel, tonight. Why does America, shut up, why do we always make money the dictator of how our household, our lifestyle, we know that it's required. That's a given, right? That's a moot point. We ain't got to talk about that. But if our house is happy, okay, and one person is making 50 and the other person is making 100, we put the money together because guess what? We together.
Yeah.
We together. So it's called about I call it empire building. Okay, we got 150,000 running in this house together. What is wrong with that life? What is the problem?
It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with that life. I feel like that's how it should be. But because just like what we had yesterday, the video that you had about the man talking about how he and his wife, he runs his kind of relationship like a business.
Right.
They come together, they talk, and they do like surveys and ask each other how's everything going. Basically checking in with each other and bouncing off ideas.
Right.
So just like any businesses have different bank accounts. They just don't have one.
Right.
So you might have that main one.
My mama would say.
But you have separate ones. Even my mama have a separate one. My mama
tell your left hand with your right
My mama
hand.
has a bank. My mama has a bank account. I don't know how much she put in it. I was younger. But every time she got paid, she said, "I put a little I put a little $10." Yeah.
But see, you know what? And I think that's important because guess what?
Because sometimes you need
that
that sometimes.
Or a woman, I ain't discriminating. I'm going to just say male or woman.
But that's for both sides.
Dominates the household with them coins. And you are the mommy or you're the house person that maintains the household. I believe, I'm a firm believer in making sure that you got around in the bush.
Yes.
I just don't get it because a lot of women, and I'm gonna say males too, are put out in the wilderness.
Right.
Because this person tired of dealing with you. Now, guess what? You don't have no kind of steps to protect you because you've been under the umbrella of what?
There is.
Coin. I'm sorry.
There is, because I try not to put too much gossip on the show. We just like to talk about certain things. But it's I think he's a producer. His name is DJ Mustard. He is going through a divorce with his wife now. And he was upset with his wife because his wife allegedly I think she said she did it. But anyway.
It was facts.
Yeah.
It's alleged on this shit.
Yeah. Allegedly, she went and looked at his finances. First of all, y'all still married. So her finances, his finances, y'all together. Y'all married.
Right.
But the thing is, she found out she was part owner of 2 teams out there.
Baby, and now them coins is a different type of
coins. So at first she was just gonna walk away, but something told her in her spirit.
Check my God today. Check the book.
So that's why sometimes some people, even though you get married to them, some people are sneaky. They're not open. I'm just saying.
Oh my God.
They not.
But also we are so in love. No, y'all be so in love
that they let y'all don't ask no questions.
Baby, ain't nobody
y'all
ask
don't
no
do
questions.
nothing.
Do you got 12 kids on the side I ain't never seen before? People do not ask the pertinent question. I be like, how you been with this
y'all
person
gotta check
all
what
this
people
time?
doing.
And then you just sit here and say, hey.
That's why y'all need that ram in the bush,
Barbara,
though.
this is Shirley. Like, what are y'all doing? How do you not know your man got 2 teams? How do you
in
not
your
know
name?
In your name. In your name, okay? Make me understand this. Yes, it is called trust. You have to have a spectrum of trust, but also you got to have a spectrum of being a realist. Stop playing with me, okay? Tell me what you got going on. Y'all need to learn how to be Inspector Gadget, okay?
When science
you
said
need to, what?
That's the way it should be. Some people look at it different.
They will say money is my money and your money is our money. That's not the way. Let me tell you something. That's exactly how people are in America. They will put all their money on the side and let you spend all your money. And then when it go down, they need help. You won't give $2 out of your pocket. Make it make sense. See, that's why I said about that Applebee's thing. Like, what? If somebody wants to take you to eat, baby, it's levels to this thing.
Now, when you get to Applebee's and you see it's not right, then say something then.
Correct. If something's wrong when you visit, then you do that.
But beforehand.
Baby, but you know what? I always been like that. Like at the end of the day, it's levels to what you learn. Okay.
I was ready to eat. I don't care where you taking me.
Let's eat. Okay. Let's just
We're gonna go to a Thai restaurant. What? Okay.
And even if you ain't never ate some Thai, you finna try it today. And then guess what? You can then say, I don't never want to try that no more. See?
Because you've been.
Yeah, just
we had a friend, we asked her about the cheesecake thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually don't like cheesecake.
She don't like cheesecake.
So I was like,
and that's fair.
That's a good answer.
And that's why you need to ask people what they like, how they like it, so you won't be in a situation where you are at the Cheesecake Factory and this person allergic to cheesecake. It don't make sense. Like, talk.
Or shellfish.
Why am I taking you to Ocean now and you can't even eat? You gotta get some. We could have ate chicken at Applebee's.
With the Chick-fil-A.
I'm trying to tell you.
But you might have a peanut problem too.
I'm trying to tell you, y'all better start communicating and being expressive, and don't worry about if it's meant to be. You don't have to worry about what you're saying.
Yeah, just go on a date.
Be real.
Just go on. That's my thing. Y'all putting stipulations on dates and on first time dates, and you don't even know if this person the one.
This ain't even the one.
Like, just go get something to eat.
They giving you a free meal.
Yeah.
Right?
Get your free meal and go on about your business.
That person, because you might be sitting across the table from a multimillionaire and you don't even
know it
because you knocking them down because of they took you to Applebee's. See,
right. Y'all all on Tinder. Y'all don't know these people.
Y'all you need to ask these questions.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know what? You need to be fair though and let people know. You need to let them know, Tiffany, what you like and what you don't like. Don't keep them guessing. If you that particular, if you know you can't eat at a certain restaurant, tell them.
Yeah, you can tell them.
And if they got a problem with it, then we can discuss how you.
Because I told you from the beginning.
I'm just saying. Hey, listen,
what I like.
I can't take it.
That's it.
Shalanda said no Applebee's for me. I'd rather McDonald's. Wait a minute.
Okay.
Well,
okay, Big Mac.
We gonna come on, Big Mac. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese.
Now I had by Crystal Big Mac. It had no sauce on it. It was horrible.
I don't know what's going on.
McDonald's.
I tried to eat
That's where Keith Lee needed to go to.
He needed to go to
shut them down.
They always want to shut. Let's go to one of them places and tell the truth on them. Ooh,
I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna go to the. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start TikTok, and I'm going to all the fast food restaurants.
And just shut them down.
I'd be like, this ain't right.
I could have ate me a peanut butter and
yes.
sandwich. But
McDonald's on 138. Don't go to it.
Sonya said, "Express yourself. I'm not choosy about where I go." That's right.
That's good, and you shouldn't be.
But you know what?
I mean, you should have a preference.
You should have standards. Is what it's called.
Yeah.
Like Tip has standards. She not.
But I understand what she's saying. She's saying that she's open to anything, and that's how I am. I'm very open to certain places, because I like to try new things. Mm-hmm. So I'm very open. But like you said, I know some places I've been to, and I'm like,
she not going.
But sometimes I'll go back if it's been like more than 2 years. I'm gonna go back. But if it was, I'll give it another chance because things happen.
Right.
Just like when we went to that restaurant, I was like, I see a potential, but they need to get themselves together. So I'm gonna give them another year before I come back.
A whole year.
A whole year.
The food was good.
The food was very good, and they had some wings that I wanted to try, but I gotta give them a year because it was just
too much. But y'all, honestly, we need to understand that it's okay to tell people how you feel, but it's a way to do
communication.
It's a way to do it.
Yes, but communicate, y'all.
If you don't like Applebee's, that's cool.
Let the people know.
But even in letting people know, I'm not gonna make a person feel less than a person because they offered to take me to dinner to Applebee's. I think that's my biggest issue.
Auntie Kirk said crab boil.
Wait a minute, she want a crab boil, please. Listen, and she want $100 crab boil.
No, you can go and get you a little $40.
Okay.
I know my Auntie Kirk. She want her some shrimp and some crab, snow crabs.
No, but seriously though, y'all we have to.
You ain't expensive, Auntie.
You're not expensive, but everybody. But you know what? I kind of like everybody going to get crab legs because there was a once a time. It was too expensive. We didn't have crab legs like that.
I know. That's why I wonder about the crab legs we be eating.
Okay. But honestly, guys, be expressive. communicate with one another.
Communicate, y'all.
And
y'all go on these. Just go on a date.
Just go on your date.
After you do your background check on them.
Wait a minute, a whole background check.
Yes, you need to.
Baby, your butt ain't had no business going if we
No. You can do a quick. You got to do a background check now. Do a quick background check. Listen to me.
Don't listen to her.
Listen.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the Butch and Queen podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that the Butch and Queen podcast is here and here to stay.
Yes, and like, comment, and subscribe.
We love y'all. Happy, what we called it?
Special treat day. But y'all stop trick or treating after 9.
They still knocking on the door. All right, we love y'all. Smooches.
For tuning in. Are you ready? Let's get it. Drop the beat. It don't matter. Hold on. Let's talk. Let's speak. Ooh, y'all sound good. Cool. You don't grab that drink. It's the water. They're so cute. This one you twerk. Hey.